Last night, Gervonta Davis defeated Ryan Garcia via TKO. Colby Covington gave his live reaction on his Instagram story. After the fight, Conor McGregor had some advice for Ryan backstage.
Effect to the body. He's 1-0 on you. These are the two biggest names in the division. I want to see it again. I want to see it again now, and I want to see it with no dehydration problems. But you don't cry you too. You couldn't take him with the lead hook. Mate, all the respect in the world to you. You're the future. The future is there. And I'm watching you all the way. I wish you all the best.
Ray Borg missed weight leading into Bellator 295. As most of you know, Borg was released from the UFC in 2020 for missing weight. Dominance MMA has dropped Ray Borg. They released a statement saying effective immediately, Dominance MMA will no longer serve as representation for Ray Borg. We would like to apologize to Bellator MMA, American Top Team, and Kyoji Horiguchi for the unprofessionalism displayed this week that has forced us to make this decision. All parties involved did their best to make this fight happen, including the late offer to book the matchup at 135 pounds, and we thank everyone for those efforts. Unfortunately, Mr. Borg was not willing to make that weight, resulting in unnecessary complications for all involved. Given the circumstances, as well as our own embarrassment, we can no longer in good faith represent our now former client, but wish him the best in his future endeavors. Ray Borg says that he will be retiring due to this whole situation. He posted this to his Instagram. He wrote, "Things did not go as planned this weekend, and I will not be fighting. I made a promise to myself that if another incident like this ever happened, I would retire. So going forward, I am officially out of the game and hanging it up. I just want to formally apologize to those who I have let down and thank those that have been by my side throughout these crazy years. I am on a different journey in life now, and I appreciate and love you all for always being Team Borg." Daniel Cormier believes Jake Paul is not as good as we thought he was prior to the Tommy Fury fight. On the DC and RC show, DC went on to say when watching Jake fight against Tommy Fury, he's not as good as we originally thought because Tommy Fury pretty much limited him to just throwing overhand rights. He didn't have an answer for Tommy Fury, a guy that's been boxing for as long as Fury's been boxing. He just kept trying to hit him with the overhand right. I respected what he was doing because he beat Anderson Silva in a boxing match, and what he had did to Tyron and those guys, so I did think that he was really improving. But I think in watching the Tommy Fury match, it showed me how limited his skill is in terms of boxing development, because when that weapon, the right hand, was rendered useless, he just kept going to it, and it became more and more evident that it wasn't going to land. But he didn't have a plan B. I think that's where I give Nate Diaz the chance, because Diaz has been boxing for a long time. Diaz has done rounds with Andre Ward. Diaz has been around the sport of boxing and fighting for a really long time. Israel Adesanya reacts to the booking of Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis and sent a message to Dricus. Dricus tweeted this. He wrote, "So you say I haven't earned my title shot yet. Hold my beer and watch this." Izzy quote tweeted it. He wrote, "Please win." Ray Longo and John Anik on the Anik and Florian podcast discuss Aljamain Sterling's upcoming title defense against Henry Cejudo. Longo breaks down what they expect from Henry.
I 100% expect him to be in the best shape of his life. I don't think Henry's stupid. I think he's a student of the game too. I like listening to him talk. He's very practical. I think he keeps it simple, and I think that's the way he's going to approach this fight. But he's 100% going to be in shape. If he's not,
he'll be in shape. Neuroforce 1. Yeah, no, I was totally messing around. Again, I got to be careful, right? No, but it is interesting. You see, he got a huge cut early on in training camp. I don't know if you saw any of the videos. So he was stitched up for much of this training camp, which maybe is a non-factor, but to me, I think it's a factor. Does he just see this as a springboard to featherweight to try to become C4? Is he coming back for monetary reasons? You know, I just think it's interesting, the timing, the division, and everything else.
Yeah, I think, look, I think money's always at the top of the equation. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he's been out for a couple of years. Doesn't look like he's been killing. We don't really know, but it doesn't look like he's been killing it with anything. Wasn't he supposed to go into real estate or something? It seemed like he had a game plan when he retired. I'm not sure that came to fruition. Right. But if it didn't, I think that's probably why, you know, he feels like this is a good fight for him. he feels like it is a springboard. Maybe if he wins that, he goes on to something bigger. So I think he's a guy that's, you know, playing chess and looking down the line a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Global pandemic, as Cody suggests, probably didn't help as far as his real estate endeavors. But yeah, it will be interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't always get the right answers. I love Henry. We have a good relationship. I've tried to get him on the podcast in the lead up to this fight, and I think his focus is on his YouTube channel, and he has politely denied that request. Maybe if I go at your boy Aljo directly, he'll actually come on the program.
Aljo, he'll 100% come on the program.
So in yesterday's video, we reported on Nate Diaz getting into an altercation with a man on the street, getting him in a guillotine and then putting the dude to sleep. Everybody originally thought the man was Logan Paul. However, it's actually a lookalike. The man's name is Rodney Petersen. He has over 200,000 followers on TikTok, pretty much for looking like Logan Paul. He posted a video after the altercation happened and vows to get revenge on Nate. He also shows off the back of his head, which was bloody due to him smacking it on the concrete when Nate let him go. However, we can't show that on YouTube.
So I don't know what the hell I did to Nate Diaz, but I'm telling you what, I'm gonna knock him the out when I know he's coming. Okay? Like, you caught me off guard, dude. What, you think of Logan? What the
Oh. Hey, Diaz, turn around. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Dude. Nate Diaz.
Logan and Jake Paul reacted to this situation. Jake posted this video to his Twitter.
Back up. That's you can't be in my video, Dad. All right, guys. Welcome back to JakeSelfDefense.com. Today we're going to be teaching you what to do if you see a homeless Stockton man trying to come at you in the middle of the streets. Now, if you look anything like a Paul brother, keep your eyes peeled because the streets are hot. Now, I'll be demonstrating the MMA fighter, and this will be the poor victim on the side of the street.
Whoa, well, I really don't want any problems. Please leave me alone. I don't want any problems.
I don't give a man. Oh. So I got him in this chokehold now, and what you're going to want to do is take out your safety snorkel and insert the snorkel for extra airflow. So now that you're able to breathe during the chokehold, you're going to escape and punish. Run away. You're going to run away. JakeSelfDefense.com.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to the Nate Diaz altercation. It's from Dennis Mikowski. It says it's so inspiring seeing Nate shift seamlessly into a flourishing street chiropractic endeavor. The second one's from Jay Spools. It's in reference to Luke Rockhold saying that he probably inspired Israel Adesanya back in the day. It says only Luke would say he inspired someone who never mentioned being inspired by Luke. And the final one's in reference to Jorge Masvidal promoting a bare knuckle event with Roy Nelson headlining. It says Jorge saying the man needs no introduction and giving him the biggest introduction. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.